Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about how to learn to be successful by observation. Now, there's two ways of observing life, observing people, and learning about how to become successful. One thing is you can look at what people are doing who aren't successful. So this would be the average, the normal person who is at best in mediocrity. And look at what they do. What does the normal person do? Let's take the United States of America, for example. They work a traditional job. They're not entrepreneurs, not working for themselves. Even if they were working for somebody else, they don't see themselves as a personal business within that business. They're just there. They're just workers. They don't take really necessarily personal responsibility for the way things go in the business. It's just somebody else's responsibility, a boss or the corporate overlords or whatever. They do that work. They don't put their all into it. They don't work as if they're working unto the Lord. They do enough to not get fired, maybe enough to get a pay raise, but they don't give their all. Then they go home after that day of work, very often that work being something they didn't want to do in the first place, but they only do it because they want the money. So it's done from a love of money, not from a desire for success, not from, I'm going to do this and do my all unto the Lord. But no, I need money. They go home, they watch sports, they watch television, they watch videos, they watch movies, they play video games. They may have some other activities, but it's a lot of entertainment. And then they go to sleep and they repeat the day over again. You just have been given an outline of what not to do. That day produces mediocrity. That day produces a lack of success. That day guarantees never having success ever. If they live 1,000 years, they'll never get any success because that day can't produce success. That produces failure. Or at best, it just produces the status quo and mediocrity and never getting ahead, never having that abundance that you should have, being a person, a being created in the image and likeness of God. Now let's look at the other people, the successful people. What did they do in a day? Now it's going to vary, just like with the normal person, there's going to be a variance of what they do, but there's a lot of overlap. But among successful people, there are some major things that they do differently from what the mediocre do. They generally have some sort of plan in what they're going to do for the day. Their day is not ruled by what other people bring to them or demand of them. Rather, they have some sort of schedule, some sort of plan for their day. A tip I've given over the years that is very helpful is that they start out their day doing at least one or two or three things that are the most important things that need to get done that day toward their success, toward their goals in life. Not just in that day, but in life in general. So it might be something that the end result from that is going to be longer term, but they get that done first. It's not always the biggest thing, but it might be the thing that they put off. Maybe it's not the most fun, but they do it. And that is something very important. Discipline is huge among successful people. Being a disciplined person, being willing to do things that maybe you don't want to do right now for a better in-term result. Understanding that temporary little inconvenience brings greater results and more blessings in the future. The thing is with that, their entire day is not filled with doing stuff they don't want. There just is that occurs, and they don't put it off. They address it head on. They have courage. They're bold. They do it, and they move on to the things they really do like doing. Because those things they like doing, those are easy to do. You don't have to work yourself up to do the things you already like to do. And so that is a little hack, a time hack of doing these things that are most important first, not last, because you may never get to them. And a successful person has a lot of pulls on their time. So they need to make sure their time is used the most wisely. Now, with that being said, they also invest their time in more profitable endeavors. So where the normal person is playing video games, listening to music, watching movies and videos, and doing all this frivolity, maybe reading comics or novels, the successful person is reading nonfiction, a lot of self-development, but just it could be things in their industry, talking about new changes and new technologies. They're keeping up to date on their industry. They're keeping informed about things going on that affect their business and helps them improve. The average successful person reads about a book a week. The average normal person reads a book a year. Now that's average, so that means there's a lot of people reading 0 in the average land, and some who are reading 2 or 3 who bring that average up to 1. But the successful person does not see that as a waste of their time, as they could be doing something else. They understand the value that is in reading and educating yourself and constantly being informed and constantly improving. And the last thing I'll leave you with is they take risks. Now, this is not foolish risks. This is not dumb things. These are calculated risks, but they are risks nonetheless. And average people do not take such risks. They put their money in 401ks. They find average things. They find savings accounts. While a successful person invests their money, they may go buy a business that's failing and turn it around and bring it to a great success. That business also could fail. It's already failing. But they see the value in it and they take the chance. And they take a hold of that opportunity and most often bring it to a successful end. But average people will not even take that chance. They'll talk about all the reasons why it can't work, why you don't understand, oh, I got to save for my retirement. They have all these things that they've been taught, and they don't even ever challenge them. So you don't want to take foolish risks. You don't want to take risk just to take a risk. But you have to understand successful people are not risk averse. They will take a risk that is calculated and has a great upside, knowing that part of it is going to be the fact that they are going to put in all the effort required to make sure it becomes a success. Where normal people know themselves enough to know they won't do the work required. Even if they were perchance to take that opportunity, they know it's not going to succeed because they'll never take the right amount of action. They'll never have the right mindset. They'll always be looking for ways it's going to fail, ways it won't work out, doom and gloom, and it won't get the results that it could have got. So my friend, these are just a few things I want to leave you with, but I want you to understand, you have no quote unquote destiny where whatever you're in right now is the only thing you can do. That's what you're designed for. You choose this day who you're going to serve. You choose this day if you're going to serve the Lord and do all that you can unto Him. You choose whether you're going to put forth the effort. You choose whether you're going to take actions that bring about great results in life. Or you choose to be average. You choose to be normal. You choose to be mediocre. These are choices you make. You do not have to. You're not stuck. You're not left in one place and that's just your lot in life and you got to accept it. No, you don't. Anyone telling you must accept where you are in life and just resign yourself to that fate is lying to you. God didn't put you there. God doesn't make you have to be in a certain position where you can never rise above and become successful. No, my friend, He gives you victory. And this is the victory overcometh the world, even our faith. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.